Well, Elijah, are you gonna move or what? Give me a minute, Momodi. My goodness. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. I'm your host, Wolfie, and you are watching Clockwork Moon, in case you couldn't tell. Enough dawdling. It is time we get back to our questing. You know? We got a lot of ground to cover. But before we go where we're supposed to go, let's talk to the delivery Moogle since I got mail. And I would like to get this dialogue squared away. Hi there, little puffball. Greetings, tall one. I'm a delivery Moogle, Kupo. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Moogles are supposed to hide in trees and avoid contact with outsiders. Why ever would they agree to carry about letters? Why, indeed. If I had my way, I'd be curled up under the canopy of a nice oak, dreaming about some beautiful mooglet with a rainbow-colored pom-pom Kupo. But no, the moon had to go and drop from the sky, causing all that terrible commotion. Aetherites were shattered and link pearls rendered useless. For moons, the poor, wingless people of Eorzea had no way of communicating with each other, beyond screaming at the top of their lungs, which no one really approved of, Kupo. That is, until the little horned ones asked us to assist them by delivering messages. At first, we were weary of showing ourselves, worried that one of you might catch and skin us, like you do every other forest furry. But once we saw how much we were appreciated, we knew we'd found our new calling. And I personally promised to try and not read any along the way, Kupo. Look what we have here. 7 new letters have just arrived for you, Kupo, from Square Enix. So I'm gonna just cut from here. Alright, enough faffing about. Here we are back on track. And look, new outfit. Elijah's looking prim and proper now. Yes. Now we're supposed to attune to this. Momodi said not to lick it. Although it does look very tasty. Like blue raspberry. Anyway, let's attune. Hail, adventurer! Might you have come at the behest of Miss Momodi of the Quicksand? Yes, I have, actually. Why? Excellent. Which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That'll be 100,000 gil, if you please, sir. 100,000 gil? Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. But the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. Free of charge? These crystalline agglomerations, that's quite a word, tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you have heard of return and teleport? Well, these transportation spells, that's the right word, make direct use of the aetherites and their connection to the flow of aether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. All for free. You don't say free. I like the sound of that. And we've learned return! Yay! Cool, alright, awesome. Okay, yeah. One thing I definitely want to do is make sure it is set at the home point. It should be. It's the only one we got. Alright, let me run around a little bit more. Look. It's a small version of the aetherite. Let's touch it. It's an Aethernet shard. You now have access to the Aethernet. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon Aethernet shards. They're basically mini Aetherites that you can only access inside the cities. Quick travel points around the city, what have you. And off to the Gladiators Guild. Well, that was a bit of a pain. Lucky for you guys, I am cutting out all the loading screens. Excuse me, ma'am. Might I have a... Ah!
What have you done? Your kind has no business to even look at a lady such as I. Such shocking, unbelievable insolence. And now look at how my gill is scattered across the ground.
That is quite the voice, madam.
Pick it up right this instant.
Okay, no lady is an island. Lady Genevieve wants you to gather the gill which you caused her to drop on the ground. Alright, quest accepted. Let's pick up the 5 gill that she dropped. For the insolent, arrogant things, making a nobleman such as I clean up all this gill. I'll have her know that my family owns most of the island. But whatever. Here you are, madam, your gill.
My gill? Now. And there had better not be naught missing.
Here you go.
This appears to be everything. What, are you still staring at? Are you expecting some kind of a reward? A cookie? A brownie? A pat on the back? The insolence, humph! Harumph, I say!
Well, my goodness. Okay, Genevieve, we'll leave you to it, I suppose. Excuse me, I think I'm supposed to check in here? Welcome to the Gladiators Guild, friend. Tell me, are you new to the thrills of Mortal Kombat? No, I played Mortal Kombat back in the day, and quite a bit of them. My favorite being Armageddon. Well, whether you are or not, you are new to us. If you would take your place in these hallowed halls, you must be willing and ready to undergo the most rigorous training. You must endure cuts and bruises beyond counting, and like as not far worse. A daunting prospect, I concede, but there is no other way if you mean to take to the blood sands one day. And why wouldn't you? The Colosseum is only the most celebrated place of public entertainment in all of Ul'dah. Where else could a poor man amass a fortune so vast as to one day allow him to claim a seat on the syndicate? Ah, there's not an Ul'dahn alive who isn't inspired by the rise of the self-made man. And there is no truer embodiment of this than the gladiator who wins riches and fame with his sword. Throughout its long and storied history, this guild has nurtured countless champions. Our training methods are second to none, and our members ever strive to develop new techniques. If you desire true glory, to fight and triumph midst the roar of 10,000 voices, then this is where you belong, adventurer. Think of it. Think of your legacy, and if your soul stirs, join us. Well, I must say I am quite moved by your passionate speech, Ul'dahn. You didn't tell me your name, but I can see it above your head. I wish to join. Ul'dahn wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Gladiators Guild. Yeah. What will it be? Will you rise above the masses and inscribe your name in legend? Or will you resign yourself to the mediocrity and
die in obscurity?
I want to join. A decision you shan't regret. One moment. Make way for Elijah Bordeaux. Fresh meat coming through. Now then, before your enrollment can be considered complete, you must present yourself to First Sword Mila. Seek her out and obtain her approval. Oh, well, there goes the fire and bravado. Why do I feel like I've been had? Either way. Are you First Sword Mila? Hello. You're quite an intimidating figure, aren't you? Oh, hey. Don't beat me down now. Aye, I heard Lulutsu. So you're Elijah Bordeaux. 'Tis a good, strong name. On behalf of the Gladiators Guild, allow me to welcome you. I am Mila, Guildmaster here. So you wish to study our arts. I presume you have your reasons for choosing the sword over all other weapons. Perhaps you think it easiest to learn. No, ma'am. I know it's quite a difficult thing to master. I wish to follow in my big brother's footsteps. Oh, brother, where are you? Either way, a sword is a simple weapon, but to wield a blade well is anything but simple. For every Colosseum champion to emerge from our ranks, there have been countless disappointments who failed to achieve greatness. Bear that in mind before you answer me, Elijah, for I do not ask this question lightly. Have you the strength to live by the sword and, if it be your fate, die by it? Yes, ma'am. Indeed. Then welcome, Gladiator, to your new home. Let's not waste time, shall we? I would gauge your aptitude for the sword. Just outside the gates of Ul'dah, you'll find plenty of marmots, hornets, and shrews. Slay 3 of each and return here when finished. A simple task, but essential to your training nonetheless. Now go. Yes, ma'am. Ooh. Bossy, I kind of like it. Let's keep moving. Oh, boy. I'm gonna pick up a few of these Aethernet shards along the way to our next destination. We're gonna do the gladiator thing a little bit later. Wouldn't you know it, our next destination is right next to this shard. Cool. Sessaroga. Momodi has a letter for him. For me to hand it to him. Excuse me, sir. And you are? Oh, a newly come adventurer. But of course. Yes, I am Sessaroga. What can I do for you? Ah, you would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace. Very wise. As for my fee... what? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Ul'dahn for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. Oh yeah, well I have this letter of introduction. See? Signed. Momodi. Here you are. Read it. Read it. Read it well. Oh. Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. Yes, sir. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Ul'dah's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzine commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Hildebrand and Ul'dahn passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could desire can be purchased here, provided he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer? A deadlier sword, perhaps, or a shinier trinket? Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. Over there, for instance, to the north, you will find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. It also smells wonderful as the cooks are over there. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content. But do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. That is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me. and far too much for my taste. My regards to Momodi. Now off with you, ta-ta, so long, goodbye. But I wanna... Goodbye! Oh, I just wanted to ask a few more questions. My goodness, sir. Well then, I suppose it's off to battle marmots and such. And just like that, we have Mapping the Realm, Central Thanalan. I had to include this loading screen because of that. And I love the font. The font doesn't change no matter how much of the story you progress it to. So, there you go. You've seen a little bit of it. Ah, yes. This is what Lady Mila was talking about. Star marmots and hornets. Nothing to it but to do it. Hell yeah. Whoa. Chop, chop. And dismissing these tutorials. Yeah, you want some of this? I'll have you know I'm more fearsome than I look. Ul'dah. What else do we need? We need more hornets. I hope this audio isn't bleeding through the mic. I have the volume up kind of loud for my headphones. In fact, I kind of neglected to check. I may have to adjust volumes for this game. Like, make sure that everything is well balanced and that the music isn't too loud. Snapping shrews, you're on the list. Where do you think you're going? Feel the wrath of the bunny. Huzzah! Now we can turn these quests in. Shouldn't take too long to get over there. Let's actually kill a couple more things. Well, we made it back to the quicksand. I wanted to make sure that we were a high enough level to continue with the Gladiator quest line. I think we're only going to have time in this episode to talk to Momodi, though. Hello, Madam Momodi. We have accomplished the tasks you set forth. Cesaroga sends his regards. I don't think he was pleased with the letter. How was your tour of the city, Elijah? Get lost, did you? No, not at all. Aye, well, Ul'dah's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go exploring, explore like you've got a purpose, eh? Yes, ma'am, thank you. All right, then. All that's left is for you to work hard, make money, and spread it here, or spend it here at the quicksand. Yes, spread it, bunny boy. Oh my. Momodi. What? Calm yourself. Goodness. Alright, let's take the next quest. We must rebuild. Momodi of the Quicksand wants to introduce you to a certain someone at the Ul'dah dispatch yard. And it gives us boots. We like boots. We'll probably want this one because it actually gives us stats. But money is nice. Well, youngling, how are you finding our fine Ul'dah then? Got your bearings about you yet? If so, mayhaps it's time for you to venture beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and he you. Name of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Ul'dah dispatch yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door across the hall, and you'll see the gate of Nald staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it before long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though. More than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Yes, ma'am. Oh boy, what a busy day. That is all the time we have for in this episode, though. Oof. That is 10 minutes. 10 minutes of footage I gotta cut from the episode. Because it's just walking around or me sorting through mail. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, do the usual YouTube stuff down below. Helps the channel out a lot, and I appreciate it. And until next time, have a wonderful day or evening. Ta for now.